Welcome to the Consumer Electronics Show, the place where the most interesting things are supposed to be TVs and foldable phones, but actually turn out to be cars. Oh, and also flying car helicopter things. But I'll get right back to that. Tuesday marked the official first day of the show following a couple days of press conferences, and we're devoting all of today's episode just to the cool auto and transportation related stuff we've seen. First up, that so-called flying car, which is more of a flying cab. As part of its plan to launch airborne taxis by 2023, Uber is teaming up with Hyundai, which is supplying the aircraft. If you recall, Uber has actually struck similar partnerships before with aviation giants like Bell, Boeing, and Embraer, but Hyundai is its first partner in the automotive space. So what does the automaker come up with? An all-electric vehicle that can take off and land vertically and hold up to 4 passengers. Hyundai says they can reach top cruising speeds of 180 miles per hour and handle trips as far as 60 miles. This wouldn't be door-to-door service though. It would operate more like an airborne bus with, quote, hub locations on the ground that would connect flying taxis like Uber's to ground-based self-driving vehicles. If the idea of hopping into a self-driving helicopter-type aircraft strikes you as a little reckless, Hyundai kind of agrees. There'll be a pilot on board, at least to start, though the idea is for these aircraft to eventually be fully autonomous. Moving on to one of the most surprising things we've seen this whole week, Sony unveiled an electric car. Yes, an actual car. The prototype vehicle is the first thing to come out of Sony's Vision S mobility initiative. To be clear, Sony didn't actually build the car part, but they did extensively customize it with 33 sensors, including some high-resolution HDR-compatible CMOS sensors for road sensing, object detection, and color identification. There's also solid-state LiDAR for day and nighttime vision and object detection. And then there's radar for relative velocity detection and distance sensing. Then there are time-of-flight or TOF sensors embedded inside that can detect and recognize people and objects inside and outside the car. The car's autonomous driving skills are level 2 at this stage. This means the system can take full control of accelerating, braking, and steering, but the driver needs to monitor the car to respond if the system fails. As for actual car specs, we're looking at a 4-seater with two 200-kilowatt engines, and it can go from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds, with a top speed of 149 miles per hour. Sony couldn't do this alone though. It teamed up with other companies like Bosch, Continental, Nvidia, and Qualcomm to create the sedan shown off this week. As for Mercedes, they also came to CES with a concept vehicle. More surprising, this one is inspired by, the movie Avatar. That's right, that weird-looking thing you see right there was inspired by the James Cameron film. It's called the AVTR, get it? Avatar? Short for Advanced Vision Transportation, and it can drive forward and sideways. The doors are clear, you know, to get the driver closer to nature and all of that. Oh, and there's no steering wheel, because you become one with the car. What could possibly go wrong? The last concept car I'm going to mention here is Audi's Amy concept car. What we have here isn't actually that crazy looking a vehicle, at least not on the outside. At a glance, it looks like a subcompact built for urban use, albeit one with a very large windshield. The inside, though, looks more like a living room than a car. The goal is to create a relaxing riding experience, which Audi is trying to accomplish both through a smooth ride and a relaxing environment. Rounding out the list, I told you I had enough for a full episode. BMW is showing off an AR windshield, and Bosch has a virtual sun visor. Pretty cool stuff. And that's all she drove, huh? Team Engadget will be on the ground in Las Vegas through Thursday, and on that last day we'll be announcing the winners of the official Best of CES awards. Keep checking back at Engadget.com for lots more stories this week. Thanks for watching.